am back. I am. What's up, Patrick? I know you've been waiting for me to go live. I'm back. This is my second live, so you got to go catch my first live that I did earlier. Yeah. I just want to say for anyone that's watching the replay, the last time I washed my hair, I forgot to put on my heat protectant, and as you can see, like I have no stringy pieces, none of that. And if I do have some dangly pieces, it's curly. I do need to go in for a trim because I do have a little bit of breakage because my iron is low. So I did have a little bit of breakage, but other than that, my hair is really healthy. I did flat iron my hair. I used a Pretty in a Minute, and I've been using it for the past couple of months, and I have not had any like heat damage or anything like that. I do not put my flat iron at a high temperature. I would not recommend anybody to flat iron their hair without heat protectant. That was an accident, but it does matter with um, the quality flat iron that you have and blow dryer. Um, Now I'm still using the infamous Not Doctor. I'm still using it. I've been using this for years and it's still going. Um, and every single time I want to go to a different one, I just be like, nah, I'll stick to this one because it's like, why switch it up? Like, um, so yeah, I just wanted to say that real quick. How was your day? My day is going good. Um, it's actually just starting. I'm finishing up my wash day, and then I have to go to my leasing office, and then I have to run some errands, and then I'm gonna come back home, and I need to clean my house. I need to clean my house. How's your day going? I am gonna put the live on mute because my blow dryer is gonna be going. So if it gets quiet, it's because you guys are on mute. Good. I'm happy to hear that. No, I'm just prepping my hair for a braid down for my wigs. because of her age, guys. Yes. Okay, sounds good. And I noticed something was different about my hair because I'm like, you know, my hair definitely has gotten longer, but I'm like, it should be even longer than this. So I'm like, I noticed something was off about my hair. And I looked in the back, I was like, yeah, I do got a little bit of breakage. And then I got my labs checked for my iron, and my iron is low, it's back low. And then also, too, like my vitamin C count is low too. So I gotta go pick up my medication for that. But my hair definitely grew a lot though. A lot, a lot. Like I definitely retained a lot of length. But I do have some breakage in some areas. thank you guys for all that's joining. If you guys don't mind hitting that thumbs up button for me, I will highly appreciate it. And if you have not subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel.
What makes a daddy? Maybe just being the very best at what you do.
Hey TN, sorry I was on mute. What's up? What's up? How are you doing? Yes, yes, girl. I had to take some time off because, I was just finishing up school. I went live previously to this one, but yeah, I was just finishing up school and just, I was honestly just stressed out with social media and going live and just all that was just getting a lot. And, I really had to buckle down and study for my state board. And I'm happy to say I'm officially a licensed cosmetologist. I got my license. I passed on the first try, thank God, but it was very stressful. Like the day of my exam, like, whew, I almost passed out. Like I was so stressed out, like so freaking stressed out. But thank God I passed, and I got my license. So now I'm doing what I love. So I thank God for that. And I just after that, like even after I got my license, like I still wanted to take time off because I just needed a break from social media. Hey chat and everyone. Hey Miguel, how you doing? Girl, it's been a lot going on. I thought I was going to have a job at Sally and it didn't happen, but I'll be getting my license very soon as well. Congratulations. Thank you. Yes. Like Sally's Beauty Supply? I'm doing good. doing good, Miguel. That's great to hear. I've been well myself. I can't complain. Nice. Just finishing up my wash day. I was showing the live earlier, like this new shampoo that I'm using. Well, I wouldn't say like a new shampoo, but it's a treatment shampoo that I'm using on my hair. Mostly for my scalp though, but a treatment shampoo that I'm using for my scalp. And you're welcome. And yes, I'll be guys. All good though. I'm going to make focus on. I know that's right. Yes, great to see you guys too. It's been a while. But I needed that break though. I really did. I needed to buckle down, focus on school, and focus on passing my state board and stuff. And I'm happy I did because it was whew, very stressful for me. But thank God I got through it. But when I work at the university, I'm going to go ahead and get my hotel. Yes, you should. Because I don't know. I think it depends on like what state. Like for me, when I got my packet and everything to take my license, like I had only a year to like within a year to take my license. After that, it's like you would have to take in order to get your license. And it's past like the due date, you would have to take the whole course again. I think. Yes, it has, but I'm glad you are back because you need some. Oh, thank you, Miguel. Yeah, because when I got my packet for cosmetology, they were like, I had until like next year, around like February to take my exam. So, but I'm like, I knew I didn't want to wait. I knew I just wanted to take some time. Like after I got done with school, like take some time to study. I scheduled my appointment, and then it was like I had like a month and some change to study, so I just buckled down and studied hard. And but I'm telling you, the day of the exam, it's like everything you've been studying just like goes out the window. Because you're so freaking nervous. But I just had to calm down, whew, and breathe. Yeah, that's how I feel about this job. It's stressful, but this new job, I'm going to promote all my office. Yeah, you should. You should also make a YouTube channel, uh, or like an Instagram for it too, like a separate Instagram and YouTube channel for your page. Like I revamped my Instagram. My Instagram page is now private for a lot of reasons. Because I'm just yeah. But of course my YouTube is private. I mean it's public because I don't think I can make it private. Even if I could, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to make my YouTube private. I'll just make my Instagram private. Um, Thank you guys so much for the likes. Anybody that just joined the live, if you guys don't mind hitting that thumbs up button for me. Also subscribe if you have not. If you missed my first live, I went live earlier, like around 1 o'clock, 1:30. You can go back and catch that. It's saved. And also I'll be saving this live too, so uh, you guys can go back and watch the replay. That's my goal. Yes. It feels good to say I'm a licensed cosmetologist. It feels so good. Because, I've been seeing a lot of people still having opinions about pages, about natural hair care pages and stuff like that. And a lot of, people that had a natural hair care page, like they're all leaving and, they're retracting their hair and like, it's just, but I just thank God that God's chosen hair care, I didn't have to retract nothing. Like my products still stand. Like all my natural products, herbal oils and butters still stands. Like I don't have any type of hair weathering, anything like that. I only experience breakage because my iron is low. That's about it. So no one can go and say anything bad about God's chosen hair care because first off, you're not going up against me. You're going up against God because it's God's chosen hair care. So he chose his hair care formulation. So that's why even when I forget to put on heat protectant, I could blow dry my hair and not have heat damage. When I flat iron my hair and I forget to put on heat protectant, I don't have heat damage because I have a good quality flat iron and blow dryer. I've had this blow dryer for what, 3 years, 4 years, and it's still going. And it's still making my hair like, you know what I'm saying? The proof is in the pudding. I'm no longer playing with my goals in life. Hey, I know that's right. Do not play with your goals. Do not play with your goals. You ain't got time for that. you do not got time to be playing with your goals at all. Playing with your goals is playing with your money, playing with your time, and playing what you're calling from God. Like I'm 35. I told myself when I started Gosh Shows and Hair Care, I was like, I was like, I have until 35 to take Gosh Shows and Hair Care to a new level. And I feel like I did that with going to cosmetology school and getting my license. Now I'm 35 and I'm giving myself another 5 years, um, or giving myself 5 years or whatever. So when I hit 40, to start living off of God's chosen hair care and walking in my calling, walking in my purpose, and making money and making God's chosen hair care a lucrative business, where I can employ people and provide jobs for people, whether people have their license or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people that could be a receptionist, there's people that can go, buy supplies and stuff like that, order supplies and everything, manage, you know. Oh my gosh, my hair smells so good. Woo. And I just want to say for anyone that watched my live before, after I did my, like I put the shampoo on, my scalp felt like so refreshed and so like, it was like tingly. So tingly, like it was minty a little bit. It felt so good. So good. I've been slacking, but to be honest, I think it took me a long time for my protection in a way I could have been a lot done. But oh yeah, I had to remove myself too from a lot of people. That's why my old Gosh Shows and Hair Care page on Instagram, I turned that to my personal page. And then I just made a whole new different Gosh Shows and Hair Care page that's private because, you know, I had a lot of people following me that wasn't really supporting me. They just wanted to see what I was doing because they were monitoring my every move, and they really weren't supporting me, and a lot of people were fake, and so I had to remove a lot of people. Like I deleted phone numbers out of my phone. I deleted text messages. I'm like, if I don't talk to you on a weekly or monthly basis and like monitoring spirits, exactly, like if we're not close and we don't talk like that, you're out of my phone. Like I deleted them people, if you haven't called to check up on me and I'm not doing that and we're not talking like that, like you're out of my phone. Like I just don't know. So I cleared out my phone. I cleared out my social media, as far as like my Instagram. And yeah, like I just, I turned my old Gosh Shows and Hair Care Instagram into a personal page, and I made a whole new, completely different Gosh Shows and Hair Care page, private. Not out. Look, I don't have no follows over there, like, and I like it, and I'm gonna keep it private like that because my business is private, and I'm only going to service certain people, yeah, I just don't want people looking at my Instagram and viewing my stories or viewing my Instagram but not leaving a comment, not liking, just seeing what I'm doing, and I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. And you call yourself my friend? Like, nah. that's why I think I could have got my cosmetology license, but I had monitoring spirits around me within my family. That's why it took me so long to get my license. And yes, I blame them. And yes, I blame them. But now I focus on my goals, and I'm slowly moving them. Right. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, you can blame your family, but like, it's definitely a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely like, you know, it's definitely like stressful when you have family, and it's like takes it to another level when it's family that's, being monitoring spirits. But like, now that you know, like, girl, it's on you now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta focus on you, like you said, and buckle down, study, get with God, and go for what you want, you know, because you can't allow your family to stop you from doing you, stop you from growing, stop you from living out your goals. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing I can tell you is some remodel, remove the monitors, and keep moving, keep pushing the perseverance, and doing what you got to do. I know it took 2 years for me to graduate, but it took the right time to go. Yeah. Shoot, it took me 2 years to graduate too. Well, almost 2 years. Well, yeah, no, almost 2 years, like a year and 8 months. But yeah, it's time to, you remove yourself from certain people, certain family members. You know what I'm saying? And get with God, pray, study, get your license, and just start living your life. Don't live your life for somebody else, and don't let people stop you, because that's what the enemy will do. He will use friends, he will use family to make you like insecure, make you put off things, make you not go for your dreams, because he knows once you get your license, you're going to change lives. And even if you do a career change, like say you wanted to do cosmetology, but now you're into, you know, uh, like the medical field, or you're doing fashion, whatever your passion that you go after is going to change lives. And the enemy doesn't want that, you know? Hey, positive vibes. Trust me, I'm doing that. Trust me, I'm doing that as we speak. As of right now, that's why I said this university going. Yes, yes. I know that's right. It's time, girl. That's one of my favorite guys. You have the Knot Doctor? I love this one. Yeah, I love the Knot Doctor. Family can be the biggest, heaviest load that you have to be able to walk away and then live with friends easy. Family's very hard because they have that connection. Exactly. But God said, if you can give up your mother, father, brother, sister for my sake, God, you're one of his disciples. You know what I'm saying? Especially if your family is very toxic, you know? If your family is toxic, like, but you also have to forgive, you know? Because if they were walking with God, and they could be walking with God and they still, are monitoring spirits, but you just gotta pray for them and just forgive them, because they know not what they do, you know. but you just love them from a distance, honestly. Yes, forgiveness is one of the things we have to do. Yes, we have to do forgiveness. Because we all fall short of the glory of God. So, we can't be like, oh, this person is this and that and this and that. You know, even they hurt you bad, like, we still got to forgive them because God forgave us. God showed us mercy and grace, and we must show that. Now, just because you forgive someone doesn't mean you got to go back, talking with them or being around them and stuff like that. But, you just forgive them. When you see them, you say hi, give them a hug or whatever. Just don't see them again. Yes, nobody is perfect. Wait. Oh, hold on. Yes. Family knows your weakness. Family knows your insecurities. Family know all your downfalls. But that's the thing. I allowed that to happen for me so long as I could have been further into my cosmetology. But everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why I met you. It was a reason why we had these conversations. Because talking to you helped me in the right direction while Oh, that's all glory to God. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, nobody's perfect. But enough about me and Fazlis. I'm proud of you, young lady. You're doing a damn thing. Look at yourself, sweetheart. Yes. Hey, Daryl. You came so far. You keep on shining and you keep on pressing and doing what you need to do. Walking like, don't let nobody break it. I know that's right. Yes. Can't let that happen. I got too much to lose. That's why I stay out the way. I stay with God and I focus on my goals and my purpose and calling. Ooh, I gotta take my shower. I lost my dad. I lost my grandmother. I lost my grandma. I lost my wow, that and I got that. At the end, your mom's still with us. Man, my lips are so dry. My lips are so dry. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear for your loss. But you're strong too, you know? We're all strong on this life. Everyone that's in here is strong. Even if you don't feel like it, you're strong. Alright, this is my last. blow dry is done. Oh. See, my hair is still thick, but it's just I feel like it should be longer than this. And which my hair is long. Like if I was to, really get it flat iron, it's long. But that's the front though. The back is long, but I do have a little bit of breakage. Let me show you guys. Hopefully y'all can see it. So I see you need a trim. Yeah, I definitely need a trim. I definitely need a trim for sure. For sure. So I'm definitely I'm gonna schedule an appointment with my stylist so I can get the trim. But honestly, even though I have breakage, like it's honestly not even that bad. So I probably would need like maybe an inch, probably like an inch off. Where you got your blow dryer from? I bought it from Target. I got it from Target. I had this since 2023. Thank you guys so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go. What's it called? It's the Knot Doctor from Conair. I love it. Alright, so now I'm gonna go in with my so I put this castor oil on my edges. This helps with my edges. Oh, perfect. Yes. I even got my mom on it. She said she loves it. It really helps to keep your hair like detangled and stuff, especially after a wash day. Like I love it. Got to cook dinner. Yes, okay. Shoot, save me a plate. I'm about to make some pasta tonight with some pesto sauce. I cannot wait. It's gonna be so good. Actually, I probably will have my salmon tonight. Either salmon or pasta. But yeah, have fun cooking. I'm making some curry chicken. Okay. All right, curry chicken. That sounds good. With some rice and veggies. Yes. Yeah, see, that sounds good. Shoot, when you get done cooking, take a bite for me. It's so good to talk to you again. And I'm gonna be back on live later. If I don't get back on live tonight, then I'll get back on live tomorrow. But later I was gonna do some makeup. I just got off work. I'm just braiding it down, getting it ready for my wigs. That's about it. Yeah, I'm just doing a braid down. That's about it. But yeah, if you end up making it tonight, you can take some of that, like the leftovers, for work tomorrow. If you have work tomorrow. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, so I did my castor oil, and now I'm gonna go in with the God Chosen Hair Care Herbal Butter. This one, I don't know which one this one is, but it has different herbs in it. Now, if you see some fall out, it's because it's hard, and if I need to like warm it up, because when you warm it up, it loosens up and it turns into like an oil. I'm about to show you guys. So it's like this, but when you put some heat on it, it gets into like an oil base. Now, I always forget to warm it up, like put it by the heater or something. So you see, it gets to that oil base. And I just put it on my hair strands like this. Now just braid my hair down. And I braid my hair along my edges, and this helps to protect my edges. So all the girls that's wearing lace fronts and y'all be saying lace fronts took your edges out, you need to be braiding against your edges. Also too, try not to do glue down wigs either. Try to do the glueless. Thank you guys so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. For anyone that's wondering what the butter does, so this is a natural herbal hair butter that I made. And this helps with, so I add herbs in there. It helps with breakage. It helps maintain breakage so it doesn't get too bad. It helps give your hair nutrients that your body is lacking. Um, it helps for length retention, moisture retention. Um, it gives your hair vitamins and minerals. This particular one, like I said, I forgot the name or I didn't label it. I don't know if this is my mango one. It smells like my smoky campfire. And that one, the smoky campfire, I made that one with the mango butter. So this one's a nice moisturizing butter. So it helps lock in that, seal in the moisture and provide nutrients to your hair as well. Butters are not to be put on the scalp, and butters are to be used after your wash day. If you put butter on your scalp's going to be itching. Now, this is not comedogenic, so it's not clogging. However, if you put it on the scalp, it could be. It's not clogging for your hair strands. So if you were to put this on your hair strands, like I'm doing it on mine, and throughout the week you want to like moisturize your hair strands with like maybe a leave-in conditioner or water or whatever, and then go back in with the oil or put the butter back on. Whatever moisturizing product that you use that is water-based, it's going to penetrate. So you don't have to worry about product buildup. But if you keep putting it on, and you go months without washing your hair, yeah, you're going to have product buildup. But if you do it like, if you go 2 weeks without washing your hair, you're not going to have product buildup. I mean, I was even going for a month without washing my hair, and I did not have product buildup. I've been using these butters and oils from God's Chosen Hair Care since 2022, and I've seen my stylist twice. I'm gonna see her. The first time I saw her was back in 2023, and then I saw her again in, I believe, 2024. I think. No, it was twice that year. But my family uses it. Some of my neighbors use my oils. My family uses my oils. I'm really the only one that uses my butters because I don't want to just give this out for people to use, because not everybody uses the butters the way they should be used. That's why I don't sell my products right now. And if you do want to buy my products, you have to be either at my pop-up shops or in my like salon suite or wherever I'm doing service at, because this is not for the public, because I don't want anybody misusing my products, putting it on the scalp, and then they have a reaction and they try to sue me. Like, I ain't got time for that. So this is a salon exclusive by me. But this, I have a tutorial on my YouTube of how to make herbal butters at home or herbal oils at home, and it's really not hard. It's really not. And the main ingredient in here, the main herb that I use all across my butters and oils, is horsetail and nettle. Horsetail is really good for thickening your hair, hair thickness, and nettle is a good like collaboration, good partner with that. They're like besties, and nettle is like helps with moisture retention, length retention, and it just partners good with the horsetail. with giving your hair nutrients. So I would definitely say if you're making any type of hair oil or butter, definitely make sure you have horsetail and nettle in your arsenal in the formulation. You're gonna see a tremendous difference. I use for my oils, I use either olive oil, almond oil, or grapeseed oil. Out of those three oils, olive oil is the fattiest. So if you have more of the dry hair, I would say olive oil will be good for you as far as sealing in moisture. Um, but oil is not a moisturizer. So, um, if you just got done misting your hair with leave-in conditioner or water, I would definitely say turn around and add some oil, if you have some with you. But yeah, I have a whole tutorial on it. This is even for people that have oily hair. Like, you still need to have oil. It's good nutrients. And you don't have to put it on your scalp. You can literally put it on your hair strand. You can even mix it in with your conditioner as well. Hey, Scopy, I've been good. I got my license. So I'm officially done with school. And I got my license. And I just needed a break. I needed a break from YouTube. But I'm back. And yeah, I'm officially a licensed cosmetologist. Yes. How have you been? Look at my scalp. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. It's the same. Still trying to get to 30. You still trying to get there? I see you still pretty good. Oh, thank you. I'm still on my way to the Philippines. You haven't got out there yet? And thank you so much for the compliment. Man, hopefully you can get out there soon. Has your fiance, like, have you guys got married? Like, has she at least came out here so you guys can get married? I may have to go get my fan. Hold on, I'm about to go grab my fans. 14. Oh my god. Are you serious? Watch, if I plug it in somewhere else. I'm just gonna have to use this one. I'm just doing the LTR. What's LTR? are so freaking dry. I was gonna go live later so I could make that, but I don't know. I'll probably do it. It's not gonna take me that long to do makeup. Oh, wait. I can't. Hold on. I can't play no lies, but she be having,
Hey socialites, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Ariel. I create daily beauty videos, fragrance, as well as lifestyle vlogs. So be sure to hit the subscribe button so YouTube can become socialite. So today's going to be a video that was requested by one of the socialites, and that's basically to break down the different type of powders. So I think we're just going to call this the ultimate guide to powders. I just want to quickly tell you guys the difference between a setting powder and a finishing powder. So a setting powder is a powder that you use to set your liquid or cream foundations or products. So let's say you put down a liquid foundation or cream blush or both on your face. You want to set that in place, that way it doesn't melt off or move around and start creasing and just basically coming off. So to set that in place, you need a setting powder. Now there's also a thing called finishing powders, and typically finishing powder is used to do something to the finish of the skin, whether it gives the skin a radiance or a mattified look or a glow. It's something that you just put on top after you've finished everything to sort of perfect it or give it a certain finish. But it's not necessarily used to lock your cream products in place like a setting powder would. So I'm going to quickly go over a lot of the powders I own and just kind of talk about how I use them and what you can use them for. So first we're going to go over the powder foundations. So what a powder foundation is just basically a foundation in the form of a powder. Typically powder foundations come in the form of a pressed powder inside of a compact, and I think all of the powdered foundations that I own are pressed. First up is MAC Studio Fix powder. This is actually the first type of foundation powder that I ever bought, probably like 15 years ago. Super popular by MAC Cosmetics. This is a full coverage powder. Sometimes people use them to sort of set their cream products with a very light hand. This is full coverage, you guys, so you can get the same look as you would get from a liquid out of this powder. So I wouldn't necessarily use it to set a cream or a liquid foundation, but I do know some people do. And some people use it, like I said, as a finishing powder. You can lightly dust it over your cream products just to give it a smooth, perfected look. And this gives you a completely flawless look, and it gives you a very much a matte finish. So there's nothing radiant or glowy about this at all. It's going to be full coverage and matte. Next powder is a drugstore powder foundation, and this is similar to the MAC Studio Fix powder, and this is the e.l.f. Camo powdered foundation. This is what it looks like. This is another matte finished product that gives you very much a full coverage. Next foundation powder is
I love
the
listening to like makeup videos.
Foundation. This is one of their newest powder foundations.
Since I'm not
This
like,
also gives you
well, I'm
sort of
now
a matte
officially a
finish,
makeup
but it's
girly,
little
but
bit
I'm
more
still learning about makeup,
satiny
so I
to the
love
skin, a
to
little bit more
listen
velvety than
about.
the first two that I showed you. But this can get you like a
But I don't watch
medium
everybody, and I don't
full
listen to everybody, because not
coverage. Doesn't look heavy
everybody
on the skin to me, in my opinion. This is one
knows
of my
makeup.
favorite foundation powders.
But
Number one
Ariel
foundation
Ash,
powder,
she
you guys,
used to
is
work
the
for
newest
MAC,
Makeup Forever foundation powder.
and she's
Now,
a
this is
freelance
their
makeup
HD
artist.
Skin Matte Velvet powder,
And
it
anyone
is
that
just
worked
that.
at
It looks
MAC
very
or
velvety on the
Sephora or
skin.
Ulta,
It makes
Estee
your
Lauder,
skin
any
look
MAC counter, any
beautiful.
makeup counter,
Gorgeous product. It doesn't look
I
too
can
heavy
kind
at
of
all. It lasts a really long time, and this color matches me perfectly. My number one favorite powder foundation. And the
rely on
last
them
powder
versus someone
foundation
that's
is
kind of
the
like
newest to my collection, which is the brand new Sephora collection foundation powder. This is
on
their
YouTube
new
videos of
matte
how they like to
Skin
work makeup.
Ever foundation powder. I actually wear two colors that match me so great. I'll put the color to every single powder that I'm using in the description box, by the way. So this is what it looks like. This also gives you pretty much a matte finish to the skin. And
Are you on Medi-Cal?
The only thing is, I'm on my other YouTube channel, so there's gonna be commercials. So I'm gonna skip through those.
and it is also very much full coverage. I get about 4 to 5 hours before I start getting oily with this one. And honestly, all of my powdered foundations, I get about 4 to 5 hours before I start seeing shine. So I just have to make sure that I use a really good mattifying primer underneath. Sometimes I don't. I just know like within 4 to 5 hours that I'll probably have to blot my skin. So now we're going to move into the setting powders. Now, like I said, these are the powders that you're going to use to set your liquid or cream products in place. It's going to give you more of a mattified look, even though it doesn't have to be matte, but it's going to keep your makeup from looking shiny and just finish off the look, basically. So the setting powder I probably use the most is my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. It does come in a loose form, and as you can see, it's one of those powders that sort of has that whitish finish, but when you blend it in, it does go completely transparent. Now, this powder does give you a makeup look, meaning although you can get a natural appearance from it, when you set your cream and liquid products with this, you are going to be able to tell you have makeup on. It's not completely undetectable, even if you wear like a skin tint, but it is very beautiful. It photographs amazing, lasts a long time without creasing on the skin. I highly recommend this one. Like I said, I use this more than anything. It does come in different colors. I also have it in the translucent medium deep color. It's the same exact powder, but in a darker shade. So the translucent shade can go from any skin tone, from the palest of white to the deepest, pretty deep, maybe about a few shades darker than me. If you're more than 3 to 4 shades deeper than me, I would go with the translucent medium, but I've used this on some really dark skinned people before, so this can really range as far as who can wear this powder. But this one for darker skin tones, if you're lighter than me, I would not recommend this because this one does lean a little bit dark on my skin. It is pigmented. Let me show you guys. So it does have sort of the darker color to it, but once you blend it in, it does sort of go in seamless on the skin, and it gives you the same finish as the transparent one, which is not super matte. I would say that it gives you a natural skin finish, although it still looks like makeup, if that makes sense. Now, Laura Mercier's newest translucent powder that launched maybe a year or two ago is their translucent powder in the Ultra Blur formula. Now, this is translucent just like the first Laura Mercier that I showed you, but it does blend into the skin transparent, but it does blend into the skin in a transparent way for you not to be able to see it. The difference between this and this one is this one has a blurring technology in it. So when you set, I mainly use this to set under my eyes, and when I set under my eyes, it just gives you almost like that TikTok or Snapchat filtered look. Very much looks like makeup, even though it looks natural, meaning when you take pictures and everything, it's gonna look like you. It's not gonna be a flashback or anything, but it very much gives you just that kind of beat face look, but it blends really, really well. I really like this powder as well. Next setting powders is probably one of the oldest setting powders that I've used. Been using this for probably about 15 years or so, and this is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder. This one's in the color dark, which is my skin tone. This one, it looks sort of velvety on the skin. It's not quite matte. When you go into the sunlight, it does have very subtle reflex in it that gives you more of a natural appearance where the skin doesn't look as dry as it does with some other products. This was like revolutionary when it came out. To me, this was like a game changer in setting powders when it came out because it just gave you so much more of a natural look than the other setting powders that were out at this time. And so that's why it's called the Mineralized Skin Finish, because it does give that. It's about a medium coverage, so you can set your medium to full coverage foundations with this and be okay, not have to worry about it being too heavy. This is a really good powder. This is one of those powders that you can't go wrong with. I think it comes in about 8 shades, so this is one of those setting powders that you have to get in your shade. I also have that one in dark to sort of bronze when I want like a natural bronzy look. Next setting powder is the Sephora Collection Micro Smooth Setting Powder. To me, this one is similar to the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in that it has that sort of light to medium coverage. Sets your cream and liquid foundations very well without looking too heavy. Now, this one doesn't give the makeup look. This one is actually more lightweight than the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, although they're similar. This is also one that you have to get in your skin tone. This comes in a range of colors. It comes in a lot of different shades. So this is a really good one if you want a lightweight powder to set your liquids and creams.
I gotta tell them
This is
about
another one
this.
that you probably can't go wrong with, and they're probably gonna have a shade for you. Price point's not bad either. Sephora Collection always has their products for like a fraction of the price of everything else in Sephora. This is a small Laura Mercier translucent powder. I didn't show you guys this one, but this one's in the color Translucent Honey. Same exact formula as the other Laura Merciers, except this one is in like a honey cup shade, almost like a yellowish honey shade. And I use this to set under eye. Sometimes I use it all over, and it just gives you very much like a subtle golden look to the skin. Not that your skin looks like gold or anything, but it's just a very slight golden touch that looks gorgeous on African American skin tones. Next setting powder is the Say Air Set Translucent Powder. I have mine in the color Translucent Medium. This is another sort of transparent one that when you blend it in, it just sort of disappears into the skin. I set this all over, not just under eye. This is the most undetectable, lightweight, natural setting powder that I own. If you're somebody that wants the true no makeup look where you put on like a skin tint or conceal your imperfections and you just need to set it, but you don't want to look like you have makeup on, this is probably the closest you're going to get to that. Virtually undetectable, super lightweight, ultra natural. When you say skin-like, this gives me that you will barely be able to tell that you have anything on your face. Next setting powder is the NARS Soft Matte Setting Powder. This is their newest setting powder that launched towards the end of last year. I wear the color Offshore all over. This is a setting powder that has more coverage than some of the other ones I showed y'all. So I prefer to wear this when I wear a foundation that's more so light to medium coverage, where I can afford to add more pigment to the skin. I don't really like to wear this when I wear a full coverage product, but it's a beautiful powder, you guys. It gives you a gorgeous, flawless, like that Instagram filter, that Snapchat filter look. That's this right here. When you want that perfect makeup look, that's this one. I actually have this on the bottom half of my face today, so you see how it's just completely full coverage and flawless. That's what this will give you. Next is one of the newer powders to my collection, and this one is the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder in the color Ultra Pink. Now, this was something that was so new to me in that it has a very much a pink tint to it, but similar.
Ulta's big summer beauty sale is back. Over 3 weeks of deals on summer's most wanted, up to 40% off. Save on jumbo-sized hair, curl, skin, sun, and body. Plus, new deals each week on makeup, fragrance, wellness, and more. Don't miss summer's most wanted. Remix your summer routine and save up to 40% off now through July 11th. Shop now at Ulta Beauty.
Ooh, I'm gonna need to go to Ulta. Hey, Linda. I'm gonna need to make a trip to Ulta. Ow.
Similar to the other translucent powders, it sort of blends into the skin in a transparent way with a hint of an undertone of pink that looks beautiful on all skin tones. I'm actually wearing it under my eye today, and this gives a really nice transition when you want to sort of brighten under eye, but you don't want it too bright. You want it really kind of like a toned down version of brightening. It's more toned down than like the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This color gives you that, a little bit more natural looking than that. This formula is super buttery and flawless. I highly recommend it. Next powder is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. Now this one is the small size. It also comes in a really big compact as well. This one's in the color 2 medium, so it looks like this. For me, I use this as a finishing powder. So I set under eye with this. I actually have this on just a tiny bit in my very inner corners, but I only use this under eye. This is a super lightweight powder, meaning you can never apply too much. You can go in this compact 5 times and set under eye with it, and it will never look too heavy. I love this powder. And the name Airbrush Flawless Finish, they gave it the perfect name because it looks very airbrushed and super flawless. I find it hard not to do my makeup without this. That's how much I love and depend on this product. It's really good. I've also bought the big one in like a darker skin tone that was closer to my skin tone to set all over, which looks nice as well. So that's why I say it is a setting powder, because a lot of people use it to set their creamy liquid foundations, but I more so use it as a finisher. So after I finish my whole entire face, I'll just take my brush in here and sort of go under eye just to give it that smooth, flawless look under there. I really, really love this powder. And the last setting powder is going to be a drugstore powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is a matte powder. So when you put this on, this is another one that's going to give a Snapchat filter, you guys. It's going to cover all pores and just give you a smooth canvas type look. This one can look heavy if you use too much. I just recommend that you use a light hand. This is another one that you have to get in your skin tone, but it's a beautiful powder, especially if you're on a budget. I do recommend this one. And last, I'm going to show you guys a couple of finishing powders. Now, I did show y'all the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish, so that went in the category of setting powder because you can set your liquids with it, or you can use it as a finisher just to give you a blurred look. So I also use this, like I told you, under eye as a finisher. But another one that I really like, and I have this in a couple of colors, is the Hourglass Ambient Light Powder. And this one's in the color Eternal Light. This is what it looks like. Now, this is a finishing powder that you apply to give the skin a different type of look to the skin. This gives you a sheen. So if you see when I move my face, how you see it's not matte, it has that sheen. It's not necessarily like a blinding highlight, but I applied it as a blush topper all the way across the top of my face and forehead to give me just a beautiful sheen. So it basically changed the finish of the look of my makeup, and that's what a finishing powder is supposed to do. This is a super high quality powder. This is one of those powders you get when you're ready to take your makeup to the next level, when you want something highly performing that really gives you a different look, that's going to look very classy in a sense, because it's not going to be glittery and have super reflex in it. It's just going to be smooth and understated. That's what these Hourglass Ambient powders do for you, made with very good ingredients, and that's why they're so expensive. And the next one is sort of new to me. I've been having this for a couple months now since it came out. One of the socialites recommended it to me, and this is the newest Makeup Forever powder. This is their Twist and Light powder. So this is one of those powders that has 3 different shades in it, and when you twist the bottom of it, the powders mix together and settle in the middle, and you can put it all over. I put this in the category of a finishing powder because it does have very subtle, almost undetectable reflex in it. So let me put a little bit, I'm gonna swatch it for y'all. So this is what it looks like. It has a slight pink tint to the color that I wear, but it doesn't show up on the skin that way. So when you put it on, you blend it in, and in the light, it has a sheen that's similar to the Hourglass that I have on, but it's a lot more undetectable than that. In fact, it's so undetectable that I use it, and most people use it to set their entire face. It doesn't look super shiny. It's not gonna look like you have a shiny highlight all over your face, but in the sun, it's just gonna look very radiant and pretty. So if you're somebody who has maybe like oily skin, so you like to steer clear of like super stroby looking products and stuff that gives you a glow, this is one of those products that you can still achieve that glowy look, because it's going to set your creams in place but have those particles and ingredients in it to where you're going to have that sort of glowy sheen but not get oily. This is a revolutionary product. I highly recommend it. When you put it on your skin, it looks very airbrushed and flawless. It looks great in photographs. I really like this one. Now, some of the powders that I went over today, you can interchange them different ways. So comment down below and let me know if you use any of these powders and how do you use them. Hopefully this video was helpful for those who are sort of new to makeup or new to powders or don't know the difference between powders. Every single thing that I use today will be linked down below in the description box, including the shades that I wear in them. So go ahead and check that out. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Hey y'all, welcome back to Rolling with Stone. So today is going to be another review video, and I'm excited to review this because this is a foundation that I found that matches my skin tone to the T. Like, literally, this color was made specifically for Stone's face. So this foundation is Clinique's Beyond Perfecting Foundation Plus Concealer. So it's this foundation here in the color 23 Ginger. Now, I originally went to Sephora. I had been looking for a new foundation to review for you guys. And then, of course, everybody's doing the Tarte foundation. I said, well, let me try the Tarte foundation. Well, they don't make it in my color. Like, one color is too dark, and then the color, like, right next to it is noticeably too light. So they don't make it in my color. The last few times I went to Sephora, I looked at this, and what caught my eye about it was not only the color so close to my skin tone, but it has this dope foot applicator, which if you guys know about pouring out foundation, pumping out foundation, sometimes you just straight up lose product. So I was like, wow, you can apply it directly to your skin. I won't lose any product. The color's really close. I've never used Clinique foundation before. So, you know, that was a plus for me. So it was just a win-win. The specs of this foundation is that it has all-day wear. It's a concealer as well. You know, the dark spots on your face, not only can you put use it as a foundation, but you can also conceal dark scars, which it works well for. This is the second time I've used it, and I used it to cover dark scars, and it worked. So I was just really excited about that part of it. It's oil-free. It can give you full coverage. It's supposed to be lightweight and give you a flawless finish. It does feel pretty lightweight. I have used foundations that do feel a little lighter than this, but for the most part, it's lightweight. My coverage is completely flawless. Like, I love it. I can see this being my newest go-to foundation. You guys know that my absolute favorite foundation is the Kat Von D Lock-It, but the color is just a little bit off, not to where anybody can tell, but you know, I just know it's just a tiny bit off, but for the most part, it matches me great. I'm 71 deep in that one, but this right here is definitely dead on as far as the color. Yeah, so for you guys who have oily skin, I would definitely use a primer that is more mattifying because it doesn't really dry all the way down, just on straight skin or on a slicker, more of a slicker primer. So I would definitely use something that's more mattifying underneath this. If you want it more sheared out, I would use a sponge. If you want to build more coverage, I would use more of a densely packed brush. I ended up purchasing it at Ulta. I think it was about $28, which was cool too because, as you guys know, foundations that are not in a drugstore like Sephora, Ulta, department store foundation are generally about $40 plus. So $29, I'm like, okay, it's a decent price. The color matches, so I was just excited to try it. This is how it turned out. So if you want to see my thoughts and how I applied this foundation, then keep on watching. Okay, you guys, so this is the second time that I've worn this foundation. So I kind of know a little bit more about it. One thing that I can tell you about this foundation is that it doesn't really dry down to
Almost
like a
done.
dry finish. You know how
I have
sometimes
to
you
like
put
rush
on a foundation, it
this.
dries down, not necessarily, it doesn't have to necessarily dry down
Thank
to
y'all
a
for
matte
hanging with
finish,
me.
but it doesn't really dry down at all. So after you've had it on a few minutes, it still feels kind of like tacky and sticky and almost wet, a little, not really wet, but it doesn't dry down, if you get what I'm saying. So to prime, I wouldn't necessarily use like a primer that's slick or sticky or remains not really oily, of course, because it's a primer, but that has slip to it, like the Embryo Lease. It's more like a moisturizing primer, so it's really moisturizing. It's gonna leave that sort of like you know, like that creamy texture to the skin. I would use something a little bit more mattifying, like the Becca Ever Matte primer, or even the Scandinavia primer spray, because it's sort of, when you put it on, it sort of dries down the skin a little bit. So that way, when you put this foundation on, it will kind of give you the effect of not being as shiny and not really tacky, but kind of have that slip to it that the foundation will give you. So I'm going to go in with the Becca primer. This is for somebody with oily skin. I don't really have oily skin, I just have normal skin, but I'm just going to just take a little bit and just sort of put this on. And then I'm going to go right in with the foundation, which I got the color 23 Ginger. I love the fact that it has this applicator, because it's literally, you guys, I'm wasting no product. Like, even in a pump, sometimes you can pump a little bit too much, but this like gives you the exact amount you're able to put on your face, and I love that about this foundation. So yeah, that's about how much I'm going to use here. To blend it, I'm going to use the Hourglass foundation brush. The first time I used this foundation, I did half of my face with this brush and half my face with like a Real Techniques body blending sponge. The sponge gave me more of a sheared out coverage, and the brush allowed me to have more coverage. It gave me more coverage than the sponge, which I preferred. So I'm going to go in with this. But if you want your foundation to look kind of like be thinned out some, or not as much coverage, then a sponge will be great for that. I'm going to take the Mary Kay Color Perfecting Concealer in the color Deep Beige for highlighting. Loose powder and honey beige just to set the highlighted areas. For cream contour, I'm going in with the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Stick in the color 510 Suede.
Now that I'm done with my breakdown, I'm just gonna go in with my oil and just oil.
So yeah, this is pretty much it, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my eyes and the rest of my face, and I'll come back and show you guys the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I enjoyed creating it for you guys. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to leave it down below. And until next time, thank you so much for rolling with Stone. socialites. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Ariel. I create mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and lifestyle vlogs. So
Hi,
be sure to hit the
Christina.
subscribe button so you too can become a
Alright,
socialite.
that's
So
it.
today's going to be another fragrance review. I'm going to be reviewing a brand new fragrance that just launched, which is Tom Ford Cafe
That
Rose.
is it for my wash day. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me. I am back, and yeah, I'll try to go on live later on tonight. If not, I'll be back on live tomorrow, and I'll be doing like a makeup tutorial. Probably, let me not say makeup tutorial, but I'll be doing my makeup, and I'll be showing you guys like what I bought at Sephora. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head off. Like I said, thank you guys so much for hanging with me, and it feels good to be back. And if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And for anyone that's wondering, I don't wear my hair like this outside. This is my breakdown for when I wash my hair. I'm gonna be putting on my wig. So it's a breakdown for my wig. So yeah.